Hi there guys, welcome to the Dutch CC channel. Thank you very much for tuning in for my flight report. Flight reports, yeah, I guess this is a flight report of the Diatone F7. Diatone's new 7-inch freestyle. I'm not even sure if this is freestyle quadcopter or something else. It is hugely powerful. I haven't flown it yet, but 2808 motors should make this quadcopter hugely powerful. We'll see in this video. We'll do 2 flights, one line of sight flight, as I usually do, right? And then an FPV flight. So here we go. Oh, by the way, I'll be flying the quadcopter with these Lipo CNHL 1800 6S, 1800 milliamp hour 6S 120C. I'll have a link to this Lipo in the description down below as well, just like the quadcopter. None of those links will be affiliate links. So, oh, also it's a little windy, so I hope you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. Here we go.
You serious?
Alrighty guys, made a flight for the Diatone Roma F7 freestyle, probably freestyle 7-inch quadcopter, and this is genuinely my first flight with it, so made a flight. Oh, it's a little bit scary and also it's windy, so hopefully you'll be able to hear what I say. Okay, does it arm? It does arm. Does it lift off? It's twitchy. Oh my god, it's twitchy. What was that? Huh, a little bit twitchy. I had done me a pre-flight hover test, as I always do, and it looked good in that hover test. Now I see some twitching. So I ordered, one of the reasons why I ordered me this quadcopter is to make a tune. Just in case you are interested in this quadcopter, I'll provide you with a proper tune. And I saw me twitches, which I hadn't seen before. But yeah, that could mean that it needs a little bit of tuning, which is fine. 7-inch quadcopter, and Betaflight is generally the base tune of Betaflight is generally meant for 5-inch quadcopters, even though I must say that my other 7-inch quadcopters fly pretty well on the base tune, but maybe the filtering isn't good. I did notice that the ESC telemetry was switched off, or ESC telemetry, bi-directional D-shot was switched off. So that might be the reason. It does fly well so far, but hopefully you are able to see that as well. I didn't see me some switches. Okay, let's try a... Maybe it's tuned for a different kind of Lipo. Could also be a bigger one, for instance. I did definitely hear me some weird sounds from the motors. Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. You will probably not be able to hear that. But it looks like it needs a bit of tuning, which is fine. Wow. Yeah, I'm now a little bit worried about the FPV Flight. Wow, damn. It really sounds very, very weird. Alright. But it does fly. Yeah. Okay, so the plan here is that I'll fly it in this here video. After this, I'll spend some time, a couple of days probably, tuning this quadcopter, and then I'll present you with a final review with a tune. And I've done reviews on, for instance, their F5, right, their 5-inch freestyle quadcopter. That one didn't need a tune at all. It depends a little bit on the Lipo and action camera you use, but yeah, didn't need a tune. This one happy to say, well, happy to say, it does need a tune. From the looks of it, it is an unusual quadcopter, right? It has very big motors and bi-blades. So it's not that weird that it might need a little bit of tune. Other than that, flies fine. Yeah, sag definitely looks like it needs a little bit of a tune. Let's try another power loop. Yeah, the motors sound fine, but I hear weird differences in RPM or oscillations in the RPM. Is that does that make sense? We will see what the FPV Flight will look like, which is what we'll do right now. Here we go. Oops! Did you see that bounce? That's not abnormal, right? I do have air mode on, but okay. All right, let's FPV Flight. Alrighty, FPV flying the Roma F7 from Diatone, and I must note that you see at the left of the OSD, you see that pit 1, somehow that was set to pit 2. Maybe that's something I did, I don't know. But that might be the reason of the quadcopter not flying well. Also, I waited approximately 3 minutes for the GPS to acquire GPS satellites, and it was originally at 6, now it's at 5. Okay, so but we do have relatively quick or fast FPV reception here, even though the weather isn't great. Okay, enough blah blah. Let's see if it behaves. Armed. Okay, I didn't hear any twitching this time. Interesting, I really don't know why or how it got set to pit 2. Maybe it was something I did on the bench. Don't know. Still, it sounds like it needs a tune, definitely. Yeah, oh, and I see it does need a tune. Also, if you are wondering, yes, propellers in view. Definitely, very much so, right? So, if you were considering this quadcopter in the FPV variety, in the DJI variety, I mean, in the DJI digital flavor, you will have propellers in view. I don't mind, but if you want to use the DVR recording from your goggle as your main recording, well, guess what? Propellers in view. Yeah, so this isn't much of a flight review, maybe. Well, I will provide you with a tune, so it's no problem in this case, but if you were shopping for FPV quadcopters, I should tell you that in general 5-inch quadcopters are easier to tune or don't need any tuning at all, whereas 7-inch quadcopters, especially if you run them on bi-blades, will probably need a little bit of tuning. Just so you know, in case you are unfamiliar with tuning, 5-inch is a better option in that case. Still, for this quadcopter here, I will set up a proper tune. But right now, I'm not gonna even attempt to stretch its legs. It does fly, as you can tell, but it sounds horrible. If I push the throttle above 50%, it starts bumping around. I wonder if this quadcopter would be better off with 3 blades. I don't know. I don't have an amp draw. Oh no, I don't have an amp draw indicator, do I? This OSD, by the way, this is the stock OSD. It's very busy. Yeah, but I don't have an indication of the amp draw like this, so I really don't know. Maybe these propellers are very well, provide you with a long flight time? I would suspect they do, but with bi-blades it will definitely be harder to tune.
3 minutes.
My problem in this case, right? Yeah. And so, okay, yeah, the FPV setup works. Right, this is what is this? The Phoenix 2 from Runcam, the FPV camera, and that's a nice camera. And we are at 400 milliwatts, where the VTX can go up to 1000 watts. What? 1000 milliwatts. Yeah, 1000 watts. Right. Yeah, so that's it. The quad flies, but it needs a tune, and that'll be coming up. Hopefully sooner than later. Depends a little bit on the weather, but as you can tell, it's at least flyable over here in the Netherlands. If you are left with questions, hit me up a comment down below, maybe about this quadcopter. I can answer those in my review/tune video. And if you have other questions, feel free. Also, what are your impressions of this quadcopter other than it needing a tune? Alright, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.